Alright, y'all, let's get into more alarm clocks that have gone off since the Millennium have started to wake up the people of the church, because the church has suffered the falling away long ago, decades and decades, like in the 1800s, alright, when the radio, and the books, and the TVs, all those things of the past, alright? The printing press was a big deal and big part of the falling away, all right? And if you study the printing press, the things of Hollywood, the camera, and magic with angles and lights and stuff, illusions, all that goes back to the printing press and things, okay? And for those of you who can't think outside the box or whatever, the printing press, and also art, right? Because the artist, blessed art thou, the artist, the printing press, these things, they are a way to create depth, right? They can create an image and give it life through the deep, okay? And through perspective. So, and also the perspective for the cat worship. Because cat and dog mirrors Jesus and Lucifer, alright? And then the personalities, those mirror Jesus and Lucifer, and they switch roles. Anyways, folks, these are all just things built upon the intertwining of the DNA of life, alright? And when you look at DNA from far, like how they show us, it looks like it's a chain, right? But when you actually spin it, it's a circle that works together, that connects through parallel points, okay? As far as the image. And then those parallel points look like they're broken because of the way the chain is shaped. Anyways, folks, all these things are images and mirrors of the truth around you, okay? And the alarm clocks that went off, starting with Y2K ready, 2025 ready, because what we're seeing now is the buildup of things. The next one was the Twin Towers came down. The Twin Towers ties in the Gemini for Trump, and ties in the Dawn, or the Trump and the last Trump, and ties in the Ron and Don, and ties in the Don and Biden, and all those different things, okay? You got to remember that vowels, depending how they're placed or whatever, that's just they can sound like anything, right? Pretty much. So once you know the phonics or whatever, then you can start to see this, how the syllables are breaking up, and how these words or segments of words or different things start to tell a story in a sequence, and they start to connect together our reality, okay? What's some more alarm clocks? Well, you had the Obama Nation go off from March 13, when the first sun went dark, okay? Because all the scriptures are going to play out in a different time. They don't all play out at one time, all right? It's a 70-year tribulation with a 7-year whatever on top of that, or whatever, right? So we're living through the final 70 on 7, right? Because the 70 years started in 1945 when the Manhattan G5 project was born, and then you have the Manhattan Trump, the Satan, brought you 5G. 70 years later, on 6/16/15, which is a 6-6-6 in code form, and all these different little things, folks. Okay, so I think that date also ties to the lineage in Nehemiah on I forget how you say it, but Nehemiah replayed when Trump was in office. Okay, that'd be chapter 7. I think it's a Keadon or whatever, however you say it. Having a brain fart. Anyways, folks, the black sun rose, even though he's not even full, right? It's the half the light from the sun being covered with the invisible sun that we aren't necessarily told about, that causes our eclipses, right? The eclipse is not caused by, however they say, y'all, that's just garbage. The eclipse actually proves a flat earth, all right? And the flat earth was one of your last tests that you were given, and we'll get into that in a minute. If you still, no, we'll get into it now, actually. If you think we landed on a transparent moon, and if you think the earth reflects the moon's shadow is caused by the earth and the sun blocking the sun's light, or whatever they teach, right? Look up in the sky when the moon's changing, and you will see the sun and moon and earth all in one picture. All right? And there's no way possible that you can have a half moon, a full sun, and an earth all in one sky. It's impossible. Anytime the moon is in the sky with the sun, it should be a full moon. And then the moon's shadow would be caused as the sun sets around the earth when it gets darker and darker, or whatever. Okay? Y'all gotta think, dude. All right? Everything around you, all your 5 senses, plus your 6th, 7th, and 8th, is all telling you it is a flat, non-rotating earth. NASA uses flat earth map. All your airlines use flat earth maps. Your airlines, all that, all prove flat earth. How does a plane taking off from Alaska catch up to a plane, or catch up to an airport going 300 to 400 miles per hour faster than on the equator? And where's a 14-mile high mountain at the equator that they say is caused at the bulge or whatever, that's 3 times higher than Mount Everest? Where are all these things? It's flat as a pancake. It's the last alarm clock. And most people just go, we're not even going to look into it. I've never believed the ball earth, right? That's the worship of Baal, first off. But when my science teacher, Miss Thompson, told me that the stars didn't move because they were so far away that it took that long for the light to get here, it made no sense at all. 0 sense. So that just automatically put that doubt in my heart, and I knew from there that I needed to question these things, right? And then the space shuttle people, they're all still alive from the Challenger or whatever. They got some BS story or whatever, but how about let's get these people in an interview, huh? All together. No edits. One crowd shot, and let's just all ask them different questions, all right? And see if they can stand up to the scrutiny, all right? Either way, there's so many things, all the bubbles, all the, it's been proven over and over. NASA even says we can't go higher than so many miles. We can't go past the Van Allen belts. Some astronauts say there's no stars. Some astronauts say there's stars. The pictures they show, once you get up to a certain elevation, there are no stars. The cameras, whether it's fisheye or regular, they show no stars once you get to a certain elevation. And the moon and the sun, they're always above you. So some cameras show with a fisheye lens, the Earth is being round. Okay, it's a camera trick. A regular camera will show the Earth being completely flat and it goes pretty much for infinity. Okay? Who knows? But we know what we can see, we know what we can feel, we know what we can taste and touch. So that was like the last major wake-up call, because that one lets you know that there is a worldwide deception. And once you wrap your heads around that, then you can actually start trying to seek truth more. Because when we believe in Jesus, we believe in him to a point where we seek after him. How do you seek after him? How do you have your relationship with Jesus that you always talk about? Huh? How do you do that? You seek after him. How do you seek after truth? Well, you don't believe all the crap you hear, and you actually start researching and doing some study. All right? And we'll be doing another Rapture tie-in video because I got to get to work.